Hey guys, welcome back for another short flow. Today we're going to be getting into at least one arm balance. We're going to be working towards it. Everything else is going to kind of get us ready. So start off with your eyes closed, comfortable seats. Take a moment just to set up the breath that's going to carry us through our flow today. Move down into the bottom of your lungs. Your shoulders stay relaxed, but your belly moves. There's a tiny constriction in your throat as you breathe in and out through your nose. Slowly start to blink, open your eyes. Bring your hand to the mat out in front of you. Now, because we're working towards an arm balance, we want to make sure that we're really strong and stable through the hands and the arms, so make sure you're squeezing the mat. Move through a few cat-cows. Lift the head, lift the hips, and drop the belly as you breathe in. Get underneath. Push the earth away as you breathe out. Then keep this going with your breath, nice and slow. Even if we're working towards some stronger shapes, there's still no rush. We will get there when we get there. Just one more like this. Come back to neutral. Ground down the left hand as you breathe in. Lift the right arm up. Thread it back behind the left as you breathe out. Allow the right upper arm to come to the earth. That's what's going to dictate how far you twist. Keep the breath the same fluid pattern that it was through your cat-cows, through the seated position where you set it up. Take one more exhale. Ground down the left hand, right arm rises, breathe in. Plant it down, breathe out, and we move to the other side. Lift the left arm up on the inhale. Tuck it back behind the right as you breathe out. Make sure you're not twisting too far. Your breath is a really good indication of if you've gone a little too far, because you'll feel it start to shorten. If that's the case, just bring yourself out a little bit. One more out. Start to lift the hand back towards the sky as you breathe in. Down to the earth. On the out, tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Start to pedal out the leg. But with that movement, I want you to still be really strong and stable through the hands. Creating this strength through the upper half. Think about keeping that index finger knuckle mound heavy on the earth. One more breath out here. And start to ripple forward to a high plank. Use the whole breath in to move forward. And then land as you breathe out. Now here the option is always there to shift forward and drop the knees if you need to. Or stay in that leg lifted long line shape. If you want a little more warm up through the wrist, you can start to make some circles, but keep them engaged. Take one more breath out. Shift the weight forward. Start to lower down, but keep your elbows hugging in as you breathe out. Drop your hands down by your sides, palms facing the earth. Shalabhasana, locust pose. Straight away, head, chest, shoulders lift. Squeeze everything towards the midline. Imagine you're trying to draw your fingers down past your toes. Keep your core on, stay for 3, 2, 1 more breath in. Lower down, breathe out. Bring your hands to your ribs, push up through that tabletop shape on the in. Downward facing dog as you breathe out. We're going to move straight into our flow from here. Take your right heel towards the sky as you breathe in. Keep the hips square, knee to nose, tiger curl as you breathe out. Step the foot forward, crescent lunge. Now you know you can have your knee on the background if you need to. Think about taking ribs towards hips. Everything square off to the front of your mat. If you still feel like you're a bit skewed, think about taking that left femur, pulling it back so everything's square in line. Take one more big breath in. You're going to take your left elbow to the outside of your right knee as you straighten through the left leg. So you're high up on the left toes. There's a long line from that left heel through the crown of the head. And then we're coming into this twisted shape. And just like before, if you feel your breath start to go, just know that you've probably gone a little bit too far. It's fine. Just bring yourself back. Take one more breath out. Rise back up through crescent just for the inhale. Land in warrior 2 as you breathe out. Now making sure that right knee stays in line with the right toes. Weight's going down to that blade edge of the left. And you decide how much depth you want here. Stay for 2 more rounds. 1 more exhale. Start to take the left hand down towards the earth. Step back, side plank as you breathe in. So you're really active, really grounded through that left hand. The right arm is towards the sky. Keep your hips up. Know you can always drop the left knee down, but we're still lifting the hips up regardless of where we are. 1 more breath in. Right hand to the earth. Make sure you shift forward, chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing dog, pushing the earth away. Down dog as you breathe out. Straight away, left heel begins to lift. Try and keep your hips square through this shape. Knee to nose on the exhale. Step the foot between. Crescent lunge, find it on the other side. Where you are, try and ignite that right glute. Stay for 1 more round. A big breath in. The right elbow is coming to the outside of the left knee as you straighten the right leg. Into this twisted shape. Now the left knee is still tracking straight forward in line with the toes. You don't want to let it fall in. Keep everything in line. As well, you want to make sure that you're not rounding over through the spine. Like I mentioned before, there is a long line from that heel through the torso and the crown of the head. Take 1 more breath out. Rise back up through crescent as you breathe in. Arms keep moving. Warrior 2, breathe out. Talk about these alignment cues a lot, but as long as you're in a safe, stable shape, there's no real right or wrong. You're going to feel a sensation where you feel it. We just want to make sure that we're protecting all our joints. Take 1 more breath out. Right hand to the earth, step back, side plank. Same thing as before, you can drop the bottom knee down, but the hips stay lifted and make sure everything is in a straight line. Instead of just forward and back, now your thumb and your pinky finger is starting to work to catch your balance. Take one more breath in. Left hand down, shift forward, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Down dog as you breathe out. Now we start to flow this through. Take an exhale together. The right heel begins to lift. Breathe in. Use the whole inhale. Tiger curl. Breathe out. Crescent lunge. Rise up. And taking the left elbow to the right knee as you straighten the left leg. Exhale. Back up through crescent in. Right knee stays exactly where it is this whole time. Warrior two. Breathe out. Left hand to the earth. Right arm rises. Side plank in. Then with heaps of control, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Left heel towards the sky. Take it to your nose on the breath out. Step forward, slowly rise up. Right elbow outside of left knee. Straighten that right leg on the breath out. Back up through crescent. Keep windmilling the arms. Warrior two. Land. Sink to your depth as you breathe out. Right arm down. Left arm lifts in. Chaturanga. Breathe out. Up dog. Pushing the earth away. Thighs are off the ground. Downward facing. We go straight away, right heel up. Then take the knee to the nose as you breathe out. Squeeze all of it out. Crescent, rise up, big breath in. Twist and straighten that back leg as you breathe out. Back through crescent. Maybe you slow this movement down, then land in warrior two. Left hand grounded, side plank. Chaturanga, breathe out. Upward facing, pushing the big toes into the earth. Down dog, exhale. Start to lift the left heel as you breathe in. Take the knee to your nose. Crescent, slowly rise up. Straighten that back leg, right elbow, left knee. Keep the spine long. Back up through crescent lunge. Warrior two on the exhale. Heavy through the feet. Right hand grounds. Side plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Down facing dog. Really good. Start to land in your down dog. Pushing the earth away, sitting bones spinning up. Find that shape. Slowly start to walk your hands back towards your feet. Land in a ragdoll forward fold. Heavy to the earth. Bend your knees even here as much as you need. Gently start to rise up towards standing. Once you get there, bring your hands to your heart. Come high up on your toes. Then as slowly and controlled as you can, start to squat down towards the earth. Land on your heels. our arm balance we've been working towards is side crow. There's going to be an option to extend it towards Vinyasa, but everyone is going to start off and give this a shot. Knees together. Yep, so you're high up on your toes. Start to turn your knees to one side. Let's go to the left. So we're turning both knees to the left. Our left elbow or tricep is going to come to the outside of the right knee. That's our first point of contact. It's going to be two options. This is the first one. This is one arm contact. So that's going to be our only point of contact with the legs. The right arm comes out. Now all we're doing is shifting forward the way we would in a regular crow. Hands are really engaged. There's a point where we need to lift almost up and over to land in our side crow. Now if you want to come into Vinyasa, we straighten out the right leg, left leg goes back. Cool. Now we'll go to the other side. You can pause the video, play around with it as much as you want. But if we're going to the other side, I'll show you the different option, our 2 points of contact. So now on this side, legs have gone out to the right. Hands are squeezing, they're active, but as well as the right elbow on the outside of the left knee, we're going to bring our left elbow, our left tricep, to the left hip. Then we start to shift forward, come into that shape. Again, we can move towards Vinyasa. Now this shape requires a little less strength, but a little more rotational range. Everybody's body is different. Everyone's going to find some things easier, some things harder. Maybe try out both options. Try out both sides. Guys, if you want to pause the video, pause it. If you want to play around, play around. That's the beauty of this online platform, is you practice the way you want to practice. So if you're going to do that, go for it. For those who want to keep moving on, we'll keep moving on. Once you're done playing with your arm balances, just come to a hero's pose, sitting on your knees, and we'll roll out the wrists. Good. And once you've done that, start to lie down on your back, on your mat. Good. Start to take your right ankle over your left knee. Flex the toes on that right foot. Reach through, grab the thigh or the shin on that left leg. Start to hug this package in towards your chest. Opening up through that right glute. This muscle's got plenty of work today. Hugging in, stay for 2 more rounds of breath. When you're ready, keep that package, start to let it fall over to the left side. Now this is a twist, and we're still opening through that right glute. If you want a little more, pull that right foot closer towards your hips and bring the left knee a little higher. Try and keep the shoulders heavy. Start to come back towards center. We swap over sides, the left ankle over the right knee. Reach through, grab a hold. Breath, move that package a little closer. One more round. And let it all fall over to the right. This may be enough, but if you want more, move the right foot a little higher, the left knee a little higher. Keep that opening, keep the twist. Keep breathing down into the belly. Gently start to come back. Send your left leg out long. Here you're either going to grab the back of your right knee, or maybe you reach and grab a hold of your right toe. No matter where you are, try and keep the right shoulder as close to the earth as you can, whether you've got the back of that leg or whether you've got the foot. Allow an opening through the right hamstring. Bend your knee if you need to here. Think about still turning the sitting bones away from the knee. Just one more big breath. Start to allow that foot to move out towards the side. Try and keep both hips heavy to the ground. If it doesn't come all the way down, that's fine. Just not trying to compromise the rest of the body. Let's open up through one leg. One more breath. Then back through center, release the right leg. Same thing on the left. Now this side may be totally different. You may be grabbing the back of the knee when before you weren't. Just be really mindful of the way you're moving, mindful with how you're entering and exiting each pose and your depth. Our bodies aren't symmetrical. Gently allow that leg to fall out to the left side. Hips stay heavy. And back through center. Legs go out long, arms down by your sides. Shavasana. The final resting pose. Any fidgets you need to get out, get them out. And then land in stillness. Land in the space that you've worked so hard to create. as long as you need. And when you're ready to move on with the rest of your day or night, start to roll through your favorite side, keeping your eyes closed. Come towards a comfortable seat. Your hands come to your heart as a gentle bow in your head. Acknowledge your practice. As always, I leave you with what Maharaji left Ram Dass: love everybody, tell the truth, namaste. Thank you so much, yogis, as always. Please, if you have any feedback, shoot us a message, tag us in your setup on social media. We've seen some of them, they look awesome. We'd love to see more. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next time.